Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us. Division 2 Women. She's back. Nicole Howard is back in the house.
I thought maybe I was out of a job.
She's got an
addition.
She's got an addition.
Well.
Congratulations.
The
You're
new
a
addition,
champion.
the gold medal. Go Victoria.
Well
National
done.
Vic
champion.
Metro.
Vic Metro under 18 girls won the national titles. Nicole, you were a part of the coaching staff. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
It was a great couple of weeks.
Well done.
Got to see some stunning players over there.
Some great players and worked
Very
with
good.
some very good coaches, Big V coaches at that.
Good.
So,
And a lot of players. It's amazing how many players. You look over the Metro and Country state teams, how many currently are involved in the Big V. It's quite
definitely.
amazing. Yeah.
It is.
D2 Women. Now some interesting results and some very interesting
Bushies.
stats. Well, let's start off with the Bushies. Northeast at home went down to Casey. 50 to 52.
ouch.
Stacey Brown had 17 points for Northeast. Taryn Wilkin 15 and 15 for Casey. Correct me if I'm wrong. We said last week, I think from memory, I didn't go away and check it up. So, Wendy, anyone else, just forgive me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
Certainly Casey if I'm wrong. I reckon Northeast got Casey up there last year.
Yeah,
I reckon it was an
believe
upset.
so.
I couldn't remember. I can't remember that.
But it
But
was,
Wouldn't surprise me.
while they also had a chance to get them
right.
this year too.
What
points.
happened, Steve?
Ouch.
coming back to this one, Northeast had possession. The final possession, they had 2 or 3 chances to tie it or win it at the horn, and no dice. No dice.
That close.
Oh.
Yep, it was that
Casey,
close.
get out of jail free card.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Blackburn 90 defeated Pakenham 39.
Ouch.
39 points.
39.
39 points.
Right.
But it wasn't their highest number of the day.
Mustn't have shot well.
Taylor Dean had 18 points. Rebecca Chan and Elise Lambert,
Rebecca.
15 points each for Blackburn. Blackburn scored, of their 90, Steve, you might be interested in this, Blackburn scored 53 of those 90 points off turnovers.
53?
53 of those 90
Were
points
they
came
hitting
off turnovers.
threes off every turnover?
Goodness, how many turnovers did Pakenham
Well,
have
I'm
then?
glad you asked, Steve. I'm glad you asked.
Oh.
Can I
Pakenham,
just do this? Because I don't know if I can look or listen.
Pakenham scored 39 points for the game.
Yep, that's...
They had 47 turnovers, Steve. 47 in a game. Squeeze the Orange Girls. Look after the Rock. What is going on? Who coach? Is it Darren? Is it Darren Thomas who coaches him? Seriously,
That's ordinary numbers.
I've seen people age very quickly in basketball, but I dare say Pakenham's coaching staff went from young, virile, energetic, enthusiastic people. They would have been getting their seniors cards on the way out. They would have aged 30 years in that. 47 turnovers, Steve-O.
That's unheard of. That's... Oh.
Or send a message to the Packy
gotta
girls. Have a
hurt.
chat to them.
Well,
What can they work on this week, Steve?
When
We
you go
like
to-
to try and help our teams.
when you go to training this week and we run offense for the next 2 hours or however long you train for, make sure your passes hit your teammates, because when you get to the next game, there is defense back there again, and don't pass to the defensive players.
When you're on the same team, like you wear the same colour, don't you? The opposition
You
wears a different colour,
you
don't
wear
they?
the similar jersey.
The opposition wears a different colour?
Yep.
Ouch.
Anyway, I don't know whether that says more about Blackburn or Pakenham, but 47 turnovers says a fair
I think we
bit
should
of...
just bring it back to Blackburn.
Oh, okay, all right.
Let's make it about Blackburn.
Okay,
90 is a
right.
good score. Yes, Pakenham contributed to that.
Oh, well, they contributed 53 off turnovers.
Wouldn't have mattered.
still
hadn't
would have
taken-
won.
Exactly.
Yes, they still would have won.
So
you're
let's
right.
give it to Blackburn.
Okay, all right. Well done to the Vikings. See, she's back 1 week. She just brings an element of common sense. Mornington 64 defeated Melbourne Uni 56. The Breakers just keep doing what they're doing. It's quite amazing. And Swaney keeps doing what she's doing. She had 17 points, Rebecca Swain. Caitlin Leddy off the bench again for Melbourne Uni. 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 steals. I reckon Caitlin Leddy has been Melbourne Uni's best player for the last 3 weeks. Keeps coming off the bench. What's the go with that, Steve?
I'm not sure, but
Maybe that's just her role?
Yeah, maybe that's just the thing that she prefers, to come off the bench and make an impact.
She's an
Or the
import.
coach
She's an import, by the
prefers
way.
her to have come off the bench.
Well, it might just
Impact
be-
player.
But wheels are falling off a little bit in Melbourne University.
You
There's
asked me
probably couple of questions and a couple of concerns to think about.
Mind you,
because
they
I
have
think they've
lost to the top team.
Yeah, they
doing
had.
nothing wrong.
Mornington's playing very, very well. I understand that. You asked me a question.
But 8.
I did.
It's not a thrashing.
No, it's
2
not a
points
thrashing.
a quarter.
2 points a
one
quarter.
goal
One
a
basket.
quarter.
Yep. You asked me a question last week about Melbourne Uni.
Yes.
And I went away and I investigated it.
As you do best.
Absolutely. Yep. I put my ear to the ground. I put one of those, you know those private investigators, the hats they wear? I put one of those on and I went out and I did some research. In other words, I went straight on Facebook and asked Sammy Felicia and he answered me. You asked last
week. Did you have to ask? He didn't come straight to you.
Oh, I can't remember how it worked.
Yeah.
C-Mac. We asked about it because she's not playing, hasn't been playing.
Travelling, I believe.
You
should have asked me.
She knew already.
Oh, you knew that already? Oh, you probably tried to recruit her.
No,
she's heading.
I just had a conversation with her earlier in the year.
She's heading over to
see
England.
what she was up to.
Yeah.
As in,
She's heading
back
overseas.
playing black eight. Yeah, heading overseas. So she's having some time off.
She is. So Sammy's
Lovely girl.
very hopeful that she'll be back next year,
C-Mac.
maybe
Lovely.
the year after. But she's. I don't think she's headed off just yet, but she's about to head off to England.
Mid-season,
so we wish. Yep. Spot on. So the story's right. So we wish her well.
Best of luck there.
Altona 65 went down to Coburg 80. ACD Alicia Carden-David 25 for Coburg. Nat Dowdy 18 points, 9 rebounds for Coburg. I tell you what, Nat Dowdy just keeps on keeping on, doesn't she?
Yep.
Been a really, really strong player for a number of years and different clubs, but just keeps on keeping on. Nat, well done.
I was actually expecting you to touch on ACD there and was going to say actually both of those players have been really consistent, but you've already beaten me to it saying Nat Dowdy. So yeah, I think we all thought similar things.
Up against her own old club, is that correct?
Who's
coach?
That?
Altona coach.
Oh yes, you're right. Yes, up against her former team. Went down by 15. Keezy 69. Went down to the mighty Sherbrooke Suns, 72.
Well
Jonesy,
done.
well done, mate. We're with you. Mel D.
Yeah.
She played all right in the youth
she
team.
She played about 8 games this weekend.
Wow. Melissa de Tregiaki.
I saw some photos online. There were some very, very happy.
Well done,
Suns.
girls. Well done. Hey, we love it when our teams, we back every team. We love it when teams get up and get their first win. So well done, Suns. Mel D had 16 and 11. They got up by 3 over Keezy. Sarah Collins had 22 and 18.
22 and 18, you can't get a win.
Yeah, very unlucky.
No.
Didn't play?
No.
Amy.
But let's not take that anything
Katie
away
O'Neill,
from
sorry.
Sherbrooke,
Katie O'Neill. Okay, no, this is all about the Suns. Ladder. Nicole, take us through the ladder.
Sure, we got Mornington still undefeated.
Unbeaten the Breakers.
Well done, 5 and zip.
Very nice.
Blackburn and Casey both on 4 and 1. Melbourne Uni and Coburg 3 and 2. Altona and Keezy 2 and 3. Northeast and Sherbrooke 1 and 4. Well done, Sherbrooke. And Packy 0 and 5.
So that middle section there, you've got Melbourne Uni, Coburg 3 and 2, Altona, Keysborough 2 and 3. Like it's really important that 4 in the middle there, because you've got 3, Mornington, Blackburn and Casey, who we would all say right now this early,
top 3,
we're looking at them playing finals.
So let's see what the games are this weekend.
All right, round 6, Melbourne Uni and Pakenham.
Melbourne Uni are going to get to bounce back, I think.
Well, I think based on what we saw last week.
Please turn the ball over less than 30 times. Pat.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Less than 30? That'd be a big improvement.
Steve, I don't care if Pakenham lose this game by 20. It doesn't bother me. I'm only going to be looking at one stat next week. Did they look after the ball? Did they look after the ball? I think Melbourne Uni will get the win.
Yep.
Casey and Mornington, very good game.
Great game.
Casey, yeah.
I'm not going to come off Mornington until they drop a game. So Mornington it is.
Steve-O?
I actually think Casey will be so determined that they realised how lucky they were to come away with a win last week. To come back home and realise that they escaped, they're going to come back a lot stronger and they will just pinch this one as well.
I'm on a knife's edge of tipping Casey at home. But Mornington's done nothing wrong.
That's my point.
They've just done nothing wrong. So I've got to go with the Breakers. Blackburn and Keezy. I think Blackburn for me. The funky bunch.
Yep. Yeah, Vikings for me.
Blackburn.
Coburg and Sherbrooke.
I think Sherbrooke, I'd love to see you get 2 in a row, but I think it's Coburg's week.
I think at home Coburg will get up, but I don't want to deflate the ties this week of the Suns because they got their first win.
Maybe some momentum will keep them going.
Maybe some momentum. I don't think they'll get within 10, but that's okay.
This next one's game of the round for me.
Coburg, Sherbrooke?
Yeah, I think Coburg.
Northeast and Altona. Tell us why it's game of the round.
Well, because Altona you know, you just mentioned Melbourne Uni and Coburg on that 3 and 2. They dropped last week to Coburg, who's now gone a spot up. Altona's sitting 2 and 3. They've got to go to Northeast. They have to win. If they want to stay in touch, they really want to start to win that. They can't drop that game.
Northeast has played 5 games. This is their 6th coming up. How many games have they played at home so far? I reckon they've had more games at home than away.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah.
So Altona should win this. But what I'm saying is, it's never easier to go on the road, play somewhere else, when there's pressure on the ladder to have to get that win.
So who are you going for?
I'm going to tip Northeast.
Okay, Steve-O?
I'm torn. I'm tipping Altona.
I think if Alicia Carden-David gets on the bus, I think Altona wins.
Okay.
If ACD steps on that bus, if she takes up seat 1A on that bus, sits back for 2.5, 3 hours with the headphones in,
Based on...
listening to a little bit of 80s rock. I heard she likes 80s rock.
Right.
Interesting.
No, she likes 80s rock. She's one
AC,
she's one C
DC.
she's 1 C short of 80s rock, ACD. If she gets on the bus, I think Altona wins.
Yeah, look, I think Altona have got the better roster, but I just think that there's a lot of pressure on them to get this win, and you're heading to opposition territory who went down on the buzzer last week, who were... So, happy to be wrong. I'm sure Amanda wants me to be wrong. But I'm tipping Northeast.
Bit of Back in Black, ACD. If you want some help with the music collection, bit of 80s, just give me a yell during the week. I'm happy to share some of my musical taste with you, ACD, and get you pumped up for the game. But a good place to start is a little bit of Back in Black. There you go. Are we done?
I think we're done.
Can we just give thumbs up again to Sherbrooke?
Yeah, well done.
Good on you,
Nice
well done.
work.
We're with you. D2 Women, get out there. Round 6 coming up. Support your teams. Big crowds, we like it. We'll see you next week on Big V TV.